Well, everybody, I was waiting for Nattie to come on, but it seems like we may have gotten our wires crossed because she's on GMT time. So, well, welcome to Radical Books and Politics. I guess maybe I'll just talk about Nattie's book briefly, and then see if I can still get Nattie on. Uh, Gosh, I hope she doesn't think she's on tomorrow at 4 o'clock. She was supposed to be on today, and then see if I can still get Nattie. We are definitely rolling, but I had the pleasure of reading her book. So I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna try her again. Nattie, come out and play. Let me see. Perhaps on this link. Click on the StreamYard link. I see her though, so I think she's coming on. But I got on because this is what I have to do with the show since we are streaming on Facebook and Twitter. And the book that we are going to talk about today is her beautiful book, Random Imaginations. And true to the title, the selection is pretty eclectic. And I always look for like an anchor poem, but I guess it really is Random Imaginations. So, but it's beautifully done. The styles are very different in this piece. And Nattie does what I love in poetry, which is to elevate cliches, but also to juxtapose different images that are very dissimilar and they work well. So there was one piece that struck me. As many of you know, I am an activist. I'm also a mother and a union member. But she wrote this poem called "A Threat to Rebel," and it goes like this. And Nattie, forgive me if I butcher the reading. So we're still waiting on Nattie. If Nattie doesn't come on, definitely going to reschedule. But I highly recommend the book. It's only $2.99 on Amazon. The print book is really affordable. So I like having the hard copy of poetry chapbooks, but at the Kindle version was more convenient this time. So, A Threat to Rebel. I met a fine black man talking to himself, slowly but softly lacerating at vain mourning to himself, question for his solitude, folding to himself, begged to wipe the face and open up, threatening to rebel. I joined the mission, liberation to ourselves, searching for support, ready for the flight, shelling not at the whitening snow, but threatening to rebel. Just beautiful. And some of them are more introspective. They're about how Nattie is thinking about herself and feelings. Oh, this is a good one too. It's called Sunset Sonata for Them. And I'm typically not a fan of sonnets, but I think this is sonata like song. So let's see. Anyway, I got confused. It's Sunset Sonata for Them. How many thousands of souls at this hour are befriended with benignity? Oh, friends, oh, mottled friends, soul soft comforters. How oft have I longed for the treads that nurse my woes? How soft for the love flower, and the heart's toil to fill the beauteous tower, and the maneuver the odd courses and the frightening bends, and no more will weigh down my blessed ends. It's a question. Upon my cozy bosom, paying the memento, the dower of delight and lofty memories and throbs and looks. These plain we adore today and again. Yet unsatisfied, we men departing may in vain muse out cold breath like the rustic brass that faintly sounds in the muddy brooks. If the individual means separated from the masses, what bravery in all is this? So it's interesting. She also juxtaposes words in a way that's unique, but really good. Obviously, Nattie is writing in British English or the Queen's English, so it's very good. So really highly recommend this. I want to finish reading it before I review it, but I'm going to give a high review. The thing that I appreciate about it is that the poems are relatively short. They're not quite micro poems, but they're relatively short. And she has a variety of themes, so they really are random. Um, and it's really good. Really appreciate it. So I look forward to finish this and give it a positive review, and hopefully have Nattie come on again in the future. Oh, like this one's cool. This one's called Echoes, and I never. You probably don't see it there. You can see it at an angle. Uh, it almost looked like what could be conceived the sound wave of echoes. And it says, "It is settled. You have pawned my gold for swine's dirt. I flirt, you roar, forgive." It's just like, what? Like different images. Beautiful, beautifully done. So anyway, I hope to interview her. I think it's a her. See, I don't even know if Nettie's a he or a she. I'm assuming it's a she, but or a they. Who knows? So that's why I put they in the description. Anyway, sorry this didn't work out. It happens sometimes with the international time zone, but I'll definitely try to get Nattie on at the right time. And look forward to this interview again next Sunday at the correct Sunday, Chicago Central Time, which is right now 4 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock Nattie's time, and I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm going to close out with the beautiful song that Adam Gottlieb wrote. You should definitely check out Adam Gottlieb of One Love, who wrote this beautiful song called Libera Radicalmente, which means liberate radically. And stay tuned because next week on Sunday at 11 o'clock, I'm going to have union organizers talking about the broken, unsafe back to work and back to school plans that are not keeping the community, students, especially children, safe. But I hope to interview Nattie again on Sunday, work it all out. Maybe it's going to have to be Monday at 4 o'clock, both work out. But I hope you're having an amazing Sunday. I'm having a great Sunday reading poetry and immersing myself in literature. I also want to do a pitch. If you write speculative fiction, poetry, or draw art and take speculative photographs, please, please, please go to Body of Blues. I don't even remember my site name. I'll post it, but I have an open call for submissions for fiction, poetry, and art. It's going through the end of this month, and the proceeds for that volume called Unity Volume 2, a speculative anthology, the proceeds are for Doctors Without Borders. So anyway, have a rad day. Do what you love to the max and fight for your future. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.